guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Destiny and we are here to film a February budget with me. So this is what is today? It is Saturday, January 31st. I am getting started on the 3 videos that I need to film today, so we're gonna crack open one of my obsessions. I don't really drink any I do not drink any energy drink unless it is this Viking Berry Monster. So let's crack this baby open to get the day started, even though it's like 2 p.m. It's the start of my work time, I guess, because my children are both going for their naps. And so, first things first, I want to talk about January. If you guys are not new to my channel, you know that I struggle quite heavily with budgeting. I also never kept up with my payments, like not my payments, my paychecks. I will probably go back and update that just so I can see. That's all I've really been putting on the month, because that's all I really need to. I don't need anything on the monthly, actually. Correction. But I think it would be nice each month to just see my paychecks, like what I'm getting paid and stuff like that. And then we had this budget, and now you guys would remember that I had so much money left over. And that's the only budget I did. I never budgeted my YouTube paycheck because it was like $120 and I was already backwards, and so I had no money to give. So this is also incorrect because I got confused. Also, my whole family is sick, so I will edit out my coughing fits, but a few might slip in. But anyways, I have never actually filled these out. I have been, what am I trying to say? My goodness. I have been budgeting for a couple of years now, just not consistently, but I've never used the expense trackers because it got so overwhelming. And I was almost, I'm not too far behind. I'm like 10 days behind, and there's not that much left to go. But I got confused, and not all of my transactions are actually on here because I messed up in what I was doing whenever I was looking in my bank account. Is I was writing down the pending payments that hadn't gone through yet. And then once those posted, they got jumbled up, like the order got jumbled up, and I couldn't find where I had left off on last. And so January is a whole scrap. It's a whole scrap month. It's like I did my best. But what I'm going to have to do is whenever I do like the end of the year, like pages or whatever, or like, yeah, the where did my money go, just take January with a grain of salt, because it's not perfect. So for February, I'm going to wait till the things post so that I know that they're not going to move around in the order that they're going to be on my little thingy. So yeah, I got a little bit confused there. And then also, did I meet my goal of not overdrafting my account? I did not. So if you will look, I was doing so, in my opinion, I was doing very good all the way up until the 8th. I wasn't really spending that much money. Like, you know, I had the bills and everything that went through. And like I said, so like I went, to McDonald's, like literally, if you look at it, almost everything was, necessity, except for like a coffee here, lunch here, that's it. Like, that's basically it. We went to a restaurant for my birthday. But other than that, like, it was very small things. And then I had to take my dog to the vet. And it was $400. Like, bam, right there, right out the gate. He's okay. It was my senior pit bull. He was okay, but it was just a lot of money. He had a severe UTI, and then he has arthritis. And so they gave him some pain meds for that as well. But then I noticed after that huge hit, like I was doing so good, and then that huge that debit card swipe, and then it all went down from there, and I just kept spending. And that's how it normally happens for me, is I will do so good, and I will hold tight to what I'm doing, and what I want to be doing until something inconvenient happens, or like something high charging comes out, and then I'm just like, oh, well, what's the point? And I hate that about myself. And then you will also see, so I was doing okay. Like, my account wasn't overdrafted until this. So these stars are whenever my overdraft kicked in and was sending money to my account to keep me from going negative. So it sent me 67, 117, 307, because what did I do? I bought a daggone, I bought my daggone TCMC pin, and so it sent me money. These are out of order. And then 9085. So yeah, it wasn't good for me. It wasn't a good month for me. I did not, however, go as negative as I usually do, which praise God for that. I think I was only like negative $220. So I will take that as improvement. We are getting there, friends. I normally am overdrafted $500 every single month for like the past 2 years. That is depressing to say out loud. But we're friends here. We're going to be honest. Let me try to get rid of this glare for you. Uh-oh. Okay. I thought we had this Velcroed, but I guess not. So the light is just gonna, it's hanging on over there by a thread. Anyways, what was I saying? Yes, so I do see progress. 1 second, what am I doing? I opened this and didn't even take a sip. One momentito. Oh my gosh, that's so delicious. Yum! So, I see the progress. I'm getting there. I'm learning. I'm growing. And a couple of you, oh my goodness, hold on. I actually need to open my YouTube comments because one of you lovely friends had left me a comment on my last budget video and had asked me some questions. So let me go try to find that real quick so that I can answer those questions as well, since I am really serious about budgeting this time around. I mean, I say that all the time, but like, I'm for real. Maybe if I go to my videos, that would be a little bit quicker of a way to find it. And I would love to know how you guys are feeling about my 5-day-a-week upload schedule so far. I think it's been like 2 weeks so far since oh, did the video, or did the comment get deleted? No, it didn't get deleted. That's just the wrong video. Oh my gosh, what was I saying? Hello? How are you guys feeling so far about my upload schedule 5 days a week? I think it's been like 2 weeks so far of me uploading 5 times a week. And it is quite a bit of work for me because my working time is only on the weekends. So that's like the only time I have to film is when my husband is home watching the kids, and then they're napping is whenever I can get uninterrupted time to film. So how are you guys liking those videos? And I'm also curious, which video are you here on my channel for? Like, some of you say, you watch all of my videos, and I so appreciate and love you. But some of you, I'm sure, are only here watching like 1 or 2 videos. Like, if it's a planner that you're interested in or that you use, you probably watch that. And then maybe you watch my budget videos. What are you on my channel to see? So that you can really help me narrow down and kind of pinpoint what type of videos you want me to film each week, especially now that we have 5 videos a week. But again, I do also want to make it very clear that I do kind of put a little bit of pressure on myself to make sure that these videos are filmed and ready so that I can upload Monday through Friday. But also I'm very aware I have 2 little children, okay? Like, the season of life I'm in is going to ebb and flow. I think that's the saying. So I'm not going to like constrict myself and beat myself up too much. I'll probably beat myself up a little bit. But if I'm not always able to upload 5 times a week, I'm going to really try not to get down on myself. And then I also hope that you guys would understand if that were to happen. But okay, I had a couple questions asked by my friend Sharon. And so I wanted to answer those real quick. So let me see. Whenever I do my budgeting, is it only my income? So whenever I set down, like we're about to do February, whenever I do these budgets, it is only my budget that we are budgeting. But this is just half of these bills. So above this line here is mine and my husband's joint bills. So this is only half. Okay, hello. So this is only actually half of what we actually pay, and then my husband pays the other half. So our mortgage is actually like 1967 and some change, but half of that is 983. Trash is 46, so half of that, etc. So no, I only budget my income. My my husband and I are not at a point where we like budget together. Like, you know, he takes care of half of everything and I take care of half of everything else, and then his money goes wherever, you know, his money goes. But I want to get more serious about my money, and I want to get my stuff into savings and everything, like taking care of for my kids and stuff. So I am prioritizing this. Okay. And then the next question, is this 100% of the bills or just a portion that you pay? This is 100% of the bills that I pay. So again, this is half of all of our joint bills. And then under this line is all of my personal bills. Like I pay for my own car. My husband doesn't pay half of any of the rest of the stuff except for like the dog food and the groceries. But I pay for my own car, my Amazon credit card, all my credit cards I pay for by myself. Of course, Klarna, more credit cards. I pay for my own gas. Sometimes my husband does fill my tank for me though, so I'm very grateful. And then my subscriptions I pay for by myself. So yes, these are all of the bills that I pay. I don't have any additional bills I pay each month. And then it says, and then she also gave me a great tip, which I had voiced it in the last budget with me that I didn't know if I should or not, and she clarified and recommended that I don't. So I was saying I don't know if I want to include my Etsy and affiliate money in my budget because it's not a guarantee, and she agreed that that probably wouldn't be very smart because I like this coming month in February, I haven't hit my threshold, so I don't even think I'm going to get paid for YouTube in February. So if I was trying to allocate money using that paycheck, that would be very ignorant because I'm not going to, it's not guaranteed. Same with my Etsy sales. So thank you for that. And then she also gave me a tip. She said I would take whatever came in for the affiliate money and Etsy income and just put it to debt, savings, or both. Yes, that is what I plan on doing if I can get my head out of my bum and stop spending out the wazoo. And then she said prayers for my baby, and she told me that she has a 14-year-old and a 1-year-old who is in doggy diapers, and she calls them Thunder Pants. I actually love that. So now whenever we put our doggy diaper on our senior, those are his Thunder Pants. And then she said happy belated birthday. Thank you. Okay, so I just wanted to answer those questions real quick in case any of you were wondering the same thing, like whenever I do my budgets and stuff like that. So hopefully that cleared everything up for all of you. Okay, and then I've never filled this out before either, so I think for this month to close out my January budget, which I don't even know how to do because I was technically overdrafted, and so I don't really know. Oh my goodness, I'm confused. So I don't really know like how to do this. So I'm probably going to do this off camera just so I can get used to it, because though I've done a Budget Mom budget book for like a couple years now, I've never filled these spreads out, and that's kind of my fault. Oh, and then also at the halfway point of the month, I fell off my meal planning back here. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I think I'm going to try to figure these out off camera. And then hopefully for February, we can close out our budget book together. So that would be really nice. Okay, so I will do the monthly calendar off camera as well. I'm sorry, but I feel like that just makes sense. So that, can y'all see my phone? I don't know. You don't need to. We're in my bank account, but I was just asking. Not that you could respond to me anyways. But I'll fill this out off screen as well because it's not something that is relevant to this budget setup that we're about to get into. So let's get into it, y'all. That was a lot of yapping. I hope y'all stuck with me. But I'm finally ready to do the meat and potatoes of this budget with me. And let me tell you something. We are going to be successful, you and I. We are going to be successful this month. Okay, so my VA paycheck. So in January, it was $5,037, and I didn't get the whole thing because I was overdrafted. And again, I was overdrafted. And again, I was overdrafted. So let me see how much I actually got. This is always confusing because if I have the clock advance, it doesn't go directly to me. So I was supposed to get the 5,037.92, but what I actually ended up, okay, maybe I was actually negative more than I thought I was. I thought I was only negative 200, but I got less this month than I did last month, so that's upsetting. So after the overdraft took out, I got $4,760.50. So I actually do. I want to see how much I was overdrafted, and I don't know how to do math, so we're going to do it on the handy dandy schmackalator. Okay, so 5,037.92 minus 4,760.50. Oh, no, I was right. Okay. I was only negative. I mean, that's nothing to be impressed with, but I was only negative 200. Only. Okay, anyways. 270. I'm going to write it down. 77.42. So again, that's still better than I've been for the past 2 years. So progress, not perfection. We are getting there. So yeah, that is how much I actually got in. And then I also need to make note real quick. So I do have, that's one thing I didn't do last month either. So whenever I had this here, this was actually not correct, 987. It would have actually been $718.69 because as soon as I get paid, I have an automatic withdrawal to a savings account of $200. So this wasn't actually so extreme. It was actually, like I said, $718.69. But yeah, I just want to be clear on that. So I do want to go ahead. I always forget to budget that because, like I said, it comes out immediately and I never see it or get notified about it. So, yes, whatever we budget today, I guess, where would I think I would fill it out here, savings. I have $200 go to one of my accounts. So it did do that. So I'm wondering if that, see what I mean? This whole process kind of confuses me because did that take out right when I got paid? Like, did it take out from this paycheck, or like, is this $200 more than it actually says here? See what I mean? Like, I'm kind of confused. No, it didn't. Okay, it came out after. Okay, sorry. Okay, so yes, this is what we had. $4,760.50. Perfect. Okay, and then now we can write out all of my bills. So I'm just going to use my cheat sheet over here because it worked perfectly before me. However, so all of these are credit cards, and I guess they're technically supposed to go over here. But that doesn't make sense for me because I have way more than that, one. And then two, it is kind of like it's a fixed expense every month. So I've always put it here, and then it kind of ran, I have too much. So it ran down here as well. So I just kind of separated everything out by a line. But let's get into it. We have mortgage, trash, electric. Man, I just lost my page. Water, AT&T, sewer. Rings, internet, car insurance. Lowe's and pre-K. So when my son is out of school for summer, holy cannoli, that's going to be like $200 extra on my side that I'm going to be able to put to like some savings and stuff. So I'm probably going to regret this, but I am not going to use a ruler. And I'm just going to separate that out. So that is all of our joint bills. And then my personal bills is car, Amazon. And then to save on a line, I'm just going to put Navy Federal Credit Union 1 and 2 because I always pay the same amount to both of those, which is 140. I do 100 to one and 40 to the other. And then we have Chase, Best Buy, and Nebraska Furniture Mart, which is where we bought all of our furniture. And then I have PayPal, Master Credit or something, business credit, PayPal Biz, and then we have Klarna. Okay, and then I'm going to do another line. See, like, where am I supposed to put my subscriptions? See what I mean? Like, I have too much stuff. So then, like, it doesn't all fit here. And that, like, this is all as fault to my own because I have too many credit cards and junk. So once I knock off these credit cards, I'll be able to put everything here. But right now I can't. Because then I have, like I said, then I have my subscriptions, which is a faith one, which is Find Wondrous Things, which is $9, I believe. We have Chat GPT, which I can probably cancel because I haven't been using it. Like, I'm kind of over my obsession with it. Like, I used to just talk to it about everything, and now it's like, eh. I just ask it, like, do you see this rash on my baby's skin? What is this? Or how do I wean my 1-year-old from breastfeeding? Like, you know, like, it's like stuff that I can use Google for. Okay, and then we have 1562. And then I have my iCloud storage, which doesn't seem to be working because I still never seem to have storage on my phone, even though I have the 2 terabyte iCloud. But you know. Okay. And then after that, we're going to go back and fill in these numbers. I'm just trying to get everything laid out here real quick. Okay, and then we're going to have gas and groceries. I don't need to write dog food because yesterday, well, actually, I guess I do because I spent it on this paycheck. Ugh. I just went and bought 2 bags of dog food and it was expensive. It was like $91, which I need to look up real quick so I can write the accurate price because my dog is, one of my senior dog is now on senior dog food as recommended by, where is it? As recommended by the vet. So that was like not a fun bill or not a fun thing to pay. But I got him his special senior food, and then gosh, what am I trying to say? And then my other dog's just their regular food. Okay, so let's go in and fill in all of these numbers real quick. So this is what I actually use to fill out all of my bills. And then I come in here and I make it pretty. But this is like I've been using for a few years now. So that if my husband needs to look at it, he can come and look at it. I mean, he don't need to look at it, but if he wants to. Okay, so we have 983.68 for the mortgage. The trash is, gosh, okay, some of these. The trash is 29. The electric was 198.86 divided by 2 is 99.43. And some of these are not, like, some of these kind of get a little bit twisted because since I don't like have automatic payment or whatever, it charges you like $3 to use your card. And I'm like, that's kind of stupid, but okay. So yeah, but water was really cheap this month, I guess, because like we were in and out the shower because like it was freezing. So $8.32. Okay, and then we have $254.97 is $127. $127. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I'm doing the math right. Okay, and then we have 89, 83, 44, 91. Rings. Oop. It's 56. Internet. 74. Car insurance. $199.50. Lowe's 50, pre-K 200. Okay. And then my car is going to be $6.50. Amazon was $50. Why did I put a dollar sign right there? Destiny. It actually bothers me that it's the only one. So you've got to go. Thank you. Gots to go. Okay. And then Chase is going to be $203. Best Buy was $219. Best Buy is killing me lately with the interest. Ugh. I need to get that one paid off. Okay, and then we have the first PayPal was $118. The business PayPal was $29. And then Klarna, ugh, not as bad as it used to be, but it's still there. $484.68. Okay, and then gas, I'm going to project $50 because it's normally around $45, I think. And then groceries, I want to shoot for no more than, oh, I'm putting, what is that? Oh my gosh, an Amber Alert? Oh, Lord. That's sad. Ugh, okay. No more than $150. If we can be less than $150, that would be perfect. And then let's see the damage. Y'all ready? Let me get a sip before we do the damage. Okay. 983.68 plus, oh, no. 983.68 plus 29 plus 99.43 plus 832 plus 127 plus 44.91 plus 56 plus 74 plus 199.50 plus 50 plus 200 plus 650 plus 50 plus 140 plus 203 plus 219. Oh my gosh. Plus 73 plus 118. Okay, that is going to be $3,324.84. So now I need to take 4,760.50 minus 3,324.84. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. It's not going to be so bad, Lord. Please, please, please. $1,435.66. So that is going to get carried down. $1,435.66. So now we've got $29 plus 484. That's going to tear me up. 68 plus 9 plus 19.99 plus 15.62 plus 9.99 plus 50 plus 150 plus 91.99. Okay, that is 860.27. I don't know why I did the 7 like that. All right, and then we got 1435.66 minus 860.27. Okay. Ooh, okay, not so bad. Not so bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you, Lord. Okay, so, well, hold on, because it's going to change. Aha! Okay, so we have 575.39. Okay. So again, I'm going to hold off on doing sinking funds. I don't have the confidence to put extra money to extra debt yet. That is something that I'd be more confident coming in at the end of the month before I get paid again and allocating whatever's left there. But real quick, we do need to come over here to the extra savings. And so 575.39. But like I said, It's my personal savings account, I guess. I have $200 withdraw automatically to a savings account as soon as I get paid, so I never see it. But it took out of this. So $575.39 minus 2. Did I really need that? No, I did not. I'm sorry. I don't know why I was about to do that on, it doesn't matter. Okay, so what I'm actually going to have left over is $375.39. Okay, so I'm not too bad. I'm not as bad as I thought that I was. I was freaking out a little bit. But I'm very, very grateful that I still have some money that's going to be in my account after all of these bills take out. That gives me some hope. Now, mind you, I have spent less than $100 since getting paid, which, gosh, it's January 31st. That's crazy. But it's less than $100 that I lied because I bought the dog food. So I have already spent some of this. But we budgeted it in, actually, so we're good. So we already budgeted the dog food, but what I didn't budget into here was my son's birthday cake. My son's birthday cake and a couple of salad packs that I had bought. So it should be less than $75. So I will still for sure have this $300, but I'm not going to allocate any more money anywhere else just because I want to make sure that I get into the groove of doing this. So I'm glad that we're not in a bad spot as long as I did everything correctly. But this is all of my bills. I pay everything at the beginning of the month because I only get paid once a month. So this is literally everything that's going to be coming out of my paycheck this month. So I just hope, maybe I will meet the YouTube threshold before February 6th, which is the cutoff. So if any of you are watching and y'all are like going to work or something and y'all want to just put on one of my playlists and just let them play through, I would so appreciate it. That would be so helpful. So maybe I can reach my February threshold. I have to meet it before February 6th or I don't get paid for that month. So fingers crossed. I really hope that I can make it. And then if I make any Etsy sales, that will boost this number as well. So that is my February budget. And I'm actually not, normally I feel so dreadful coming to do a budget with me because I normally fail the prior month. And though I did fail in January, it was not as severe of a fail, like I said, as I've been failing the past 2 years. So I did not dread coming here. I'm actually quite proud of myself. Even though it's not the progress I wanted to have made, I am proud of myself. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and if you are on a budgeting journey trying to pay off debt and add to savings and you struggle with impulse buying like I do, I hope that you are not beating yourself up too much, and I hope that you know that we got this. We can do this. Small steps every day lead to big results. So I appreciate y'all for being here. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a like. Consider subscribing if you are not already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!